What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So we got Tennocon bingo today with some predictions and, what you can expect with Tennocon as far as what we already know. A lot of this stuff is not confirmed at all, but we'll just be going over some speculation and some fun you can go along the way while watching the Tennocon stream on Saturday. We're also going to watch DE's new trailer on a Tennocon teaser, so if you don't want any actual potential spoilers, I'm going to play their trailer at the beginning of the video, so just keep that in mind. We do these types of videos, fun little joke videos like this, also build videos, farming videos, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads. Also check out the live stream. I'll be live streaming the Tennocon stuff on Saturday, and we'll also have video overviews on this channel too, so make sure you're got all those buttons pushed. Alright, so I did say DE has a new trailer. Let's quickly show that it's going to be a Tennocon reveal teaser trailer, and we can briefly talk about this before we go to the bingo card. Okay. So this is looks like Entrati stuff. So this is definitely on Deimos in the Necrolisk right now.
Was it I who escaped?
That's the reliquary drive from the Railjack, Requiem mods. And that is the Man in the Wall. So the Man in the Wall has already been shown to be confirmed at Tennocon. So be aware of that when we go over our bingo card, this new trailer does show the Man in the Wall who has basically possessed our Tenno. Alright, so let's get into it. We have a lot to go over here. I hope you enjoy these types of videos, guys, because we made this on stream and all that. We'll get some unrelated gameplay on the screen. Let's just get into it. Alright, first bingo, we got Halloween frame. Now, DE did kind of accidentally leak this one. That they'll apparently be talking about the new Halloween-themed frame during their art panel. It's going to be, if you didn't know this, for Tennocon, there's going to be like a bunch of different panels. There'll be like a sound panel, an art panel. I think there's like a cosplay contest too. And they're also the actual main reveal at the end. So during the art panel, apparently they're going to be revealing the Halloween-themed Warframe. I wouldn't put this as a free one, but DE did basically already say this. So there you go. So relatively easy first bingo square. Moving on, this is just one I kind of always wanted. Crossover event with another IP. They did just publish Wayfinders. Soulframe is hopefully still on the way next couple of years. I've wanted a crossover event in Warframe with another IP really badly, and we kind of have had it with the Unreal Tournament rocket launcher skin, but that's really the only one we've really had. Maybe a couple others here and there, but nothing major. I want a major crossover event with another IP. I would love that. I just don't know who it would be with. If you guys have any ideas of what you'd like a crossover event in Warframe with, let me know in the comments down below, because some of my favorite ones, I feel like they could just do, there's so many good ones. They could do, an anime crossover, a movie crossover, another game crossover even, or if you play Magic the Gathering. I know some of the devs from DE play Magic the Gathering. They could even do a Magic the Gathering Warframe deck or something. They're doing one with Fallout and Final Fantasy, so next step, just get Warframe in there. Moving on. Mission changes. Now, there's a lot of missions in this game that just have little aspects of them that are annoying. So I'm thinking of things like defection, or for defense. They just changed where the Undercroft defense missions now have 3 waves instead of 5 waves, and it just feels so much better and so much quicker too. So maybe they can make some changes to the actual defense missions on the star chart, like, okay, make a COD have 3 waves per rotation instead of 5 waves, and we'll jam a bunch of extra Eximus on the end of that 3rd wave. You're still killing a lot of enemies, but it's making it take less time to get past these waves. So that would be a great thing. Mission changes. It wouldn't be a major... Now, keep in mind, a lot of these things wouldn't be the major focus of the Tennocon Live reveal. That's not what this is supposed to be. These are things that I'd mentioned in passing across the entire stream. Just like UI changes, the next square on here. We already know that Pablo is looking to change the damage number some more. But if we see some damage number changes maybe on their stream or whatever, or they confirm they're actually happening, then there you can fill that one in as well. As far as confirming things are actually happening, we have Plague Star rework. I could have swore they said the Plague Star rework was going to be sometime this year. Maybe they could tell us about it, because it has not come back. The Forma farming event that's usually during the summer, Plague Star, the last time I was here was when Nidus Prime first came out. Nidus Prime just got vaulted, so yeah. Let's hope that they give us some information on that. They did confirm it will be getting reworked. At least one of the community managers said it's getting reworked, but we haven't actually seen anything about that or what the changes will be. More things involving changes that probably should happen. We got Nightwave changes. Nightwave is not exactly a reason that people sign into the game anymore. It's like, okay, it's mostly for new players. Get your Nightane, get some weapon slots, get an Orokin reactor here and there. It's not really exciting. I'm thinking they should make some changes to actually make it worth signing in for. I'm not saying to make a paid Nightwave pass, although that could be kind of interesting. Make it where there's a second paid Nightwave pass where actual good armor and loot is on there that you can, get exclusively. But I doubt it. This is a free-to-play game for the most part, and for some reason DE is afraid of making a paid battle pass. But it seems like every other free-to-play game does it, so I'm kind of surprised there isn't one in here. But yeah, if they did that, I would probably end up buying it because they don't really monetize this game that much as far as every update. They'll have 2 items you can buy with plat in the updates, and then the rest is just oh yeah, some arcanes you could grind out. You can't even buy the arcanes with plat, so they really could be asking for more money in this game for these updates. They don't, so that's why I'm thinking Nightwave paid pass could be potentially good. Soulframe stuff. I don't think Soulframe is anywhere near release time. Probably in 2025 is my guess. But they could definitely, this would be a great time to show off some Soulframe concept art or changes they've been making recently, or maybe where some of their combat stuff's at. I'm not fully expecting it, but it's definitely something that could potentially happen, which is why it's on this list. Now this one, I made this list before the trailer came out, Man in the Wall. This could basically be in the free space. Man in the Wall, if you've beaten the new war quest, is that big gigantic statue dude. And I'm hoping he's a raid boss or something, honestly, in the near future. Now, if we get an update with infested liches or something like that, he's controlling the infested liches, that could be cool. But I also, and they could also build him up more as a villain across that. But I think as far as the lore is concerned, he's not even, technically a bad guy. He's just, an entity. It's kind of do you consider Cthulhu evil? He's just an ancient Cthulhu tentacle god, that's kind of how the vibe I kind of get from it. But we'll see what DE ends up doing, because the lore is not as important as money. Moving on to the next one, surprise item release. If they were to randomly release some new release a new deluxe skin mid-stream, that would be extremely exciting. I think they did that with one of the Titania skins, one of the Titania deluxe skins. That was a surprise release during stream. If they release anything during stream, you can fill in this square, including a new update launch, a new weapon launch that's not the Gotva Prime, which will be the Twitch drop, or that Gara Prime Twitch drop. A new item in-game dropped during the stream. Moving on, Infested Railjack. Now, Infested Liches are not guaranteed, but one of the devs did say Infested Liches on stream. So I'm still holding out hope for it, especially since we got Deimos basically confirmed as one of the locations for this new update. And Deimos is where a lot of the Infested come from. So Infested Liches could still possibly be in this reveal. So let's hope that it is on there. And the next one, Raid. And I want to add some clarification on this. The word raid spoken at any time during the entire stream. Now, I'm not saying that they have to say, here's the raid reveal, here's the raid boss, the man in the wall, here's the Infested Liches mini-bosses. If they say the word raid in any way, at any point, you could fill in the square. And the reason I'm being funny about it like that is because I feel like it's so copious and we're going to get raids back in this game. I would love it. I really would have some aspirational content for mid-game players, late-game players could flex their OP mods and stuff in there. But I don't know, just something about it. I have a bad feeling they're not going to be adding it back. I would love to be wrong here. I have a feeling we're just going to be doing more, hamster wheel updates. Nothing to work towards here. But I would love for them to add raids. Maybe even a third orb. But I don't have enough copium to put third orb on here because I know it's not going to happen either. 10-year overview video. This one could also technically just be free. They'll probably show some here's 10 years of Warframe updates. Look at this one. The sergeant was just a normal crewman in this update. It's that was that's a screenshot from today. What are you talking about? So that kind of stuff. Overviewing the 10 years of Warframe updates. Moving on to the free one. Console players and a lot of players just might be happy about this one. Cross-save. This is a free space. They are guaranteed to be talking about cross-save release window during Tennocon. Okay, so if you've I'm so sick of my PS4. I'm so sick of my old Xbox. I'm so sick of my Switch. I want to go on PC. I want to go on PS5, whatever. This will be the light at the end of the tunnel. They will show us the release window, or tell us the release window of cross-save. Now keep in mind, though, they have told us plenty of times, cross-save Features will not be all added at the same time. So that means that maybe cross-platform friends list will be first. Cross-platform clans will be after that. Cross-platform trading might be after that. Not all features will be in there at the day that they release this stuff, okay? So we'll be getting all the info that they're going to be willing to give us. I hope it's a lot of info. But yeah, keep an eye out on that Tennocon stream for that information. And also keep an eye out on my channel too. I'll be going a deep dive on the cross-save information the next day. Next one, new augments. There's plenty of frames that don't have augments that probably could use them. Like I'm talking about Caliban and, some other frames that are relatively new. So that could be nice. It's something they could briefly talk about. And also, I kind of cheated on this one. If you look at the, all the timing and stuff on the website, there's actually a new augments showcase during Tennocon. That will be a not main stage kind of thing. It'll be like a seminar thing in the background. How do they design augments? So there'll definitely be like a new augment in that. Moving on, infested liches. This goes along with infested railjack. If they added infested liches, they'd also add infested railjack. So let's hope that they add that stuff because that would be a double duty right there. But infested liches basically means like if you know what a Kuva lich is, that but with like infested instead. Moving on, new Deviri stuff. I know we already got Echoes of Deviri, and we did get 7 Crimes of Kalervo, but they could definitely make some more changes to Deviri, especially if the Man in the Wall is going to be part of the next story. It's like, okay, we're technically in the void right now, I think, with the Man in the Wall, or like Deviri or whatever, so they could definitely be adding some new stuff in there. I'm saying, I don't think Deviri's done yet. They could add some new content islands in there. I mean, the Kalervo Islands, whatever they're called. They could throw in another frame. Because there is technically only one frame on Deviri, from what I remember. It's Kalervo, and usually open worlds have 2 frames before they move on from them. So yeah. Moving on, we've got Archon, Sortie, and Call mission changes. This seems like something that is definitely overdue and could be a nice quality of life thing to mention on stream. So Call missions, Archon, Sorties, those are really, really, they're just stale content. They were stale content immediately. There's 3 different Call missions, there's 3 different Archon hunts. And it doesn't feel very rewarding to do Call missions. And for Archon hunts, it's like, okay, pity system at least. Maybe we can add some Archon Shard fusing or something in the future. All right, we got new Void Shell skin. I think we have actually been waiting on a new Void Shell skin in a while. There was no Void Shell skin with Citrine. There was no Void Shell skin with Kalervo. There was a Void Shell skin with Varuna, though. So it's like, where's the Void Shell skins at? They're usually adding them for old frames, it seems like now. But, a Kalervo one would have been kind of cool. Moving on, Warframe anime. I was talking about this on stream the other day. Wouldn't it be cool if Warframe got like an anime with like a Netflix anime or something? It wouldn't have to be like the highest quality anime ever, but it could work pretty well. Maybe it could go through the intro quest and like a couple planets in, maybe go to like the second dream or something as an anime. That could definitely get a lot of players into the game because this is a free-to-play game. If you look at how Cyberpunk's anime brought a lot of players to that game, I literally bought the Cyberpunk game after watching that anime because it was so good. The same thing could happen with Warframe, and same thing that happened with Arcane and League of Legends. People that have never even heard of this game before watch a show on it, think the show is pretty good, try out and check out the show in the future, and then it's like, okay, now they're a dedicated player. So that could be a great idea. If they're not thinking about that right now, they should think about that. I know it's probably expensive, but hey, you got some money, you got some funding from whoever your parent company is nowadays, so I'd say consider that if you're not already DE. And if they announce it on stage, that would be super, super hype. I'm talking an actual anime show, not like an anime clip like the Kalervo or like the Cyanax thing. That wasn't even a proper anime, just a short anime clip. Moving on, Hydroid rework info. Since Anaro's rework got shot down in flames, we have the Hydroid rework on the way, and I'm hoping that we get some big information on it on the main stage or in some back room seminar with whoever's going to be talking about this stuff. But yeah, Hydroid rework info, I'm hoping we get some good information on it this time. Next one, new Incarnon Genesis. I think a great place to announce some new Incarnon Genesis would be at Tennocon. Like, okay, here's the Tigress Incarnon, here's the blah 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 Incarnon. Like, the Tigress Incarnon is the one I really want. But I think that announcing that on the main stage would be a great idea. Maybe even give some brief details on what the Incarnons will do, make it really hype. That's what I'm hoping happens. I think it would be a great place to announce it. Sitting on some random like forum post is so much less exciting. Like, you have to rely on word of mouth spreading the information around too. Just show us new Incarnons on stage, DE. Another one, this is a detail of cross-save. Info on account merging. Now, we did have one of the devs say account merges would be a thing, but he said this on like Twitter in like 2019. So, and that dev also, he works on Soulframe now. Steve, he works on Soulframe now, not on Warframe. So, I don't know. I want to know if account merges are happening. We need some actual info on that because the amount of players I get asking me, hey, I play on Xbox and I want to switch to PC. Can I keep my old Xbox account on PC? Or can I merge them together? It's like, they said that you could on Twitter once, but there's no concrete information or actual, official word that's actually going to happen besides that one dev's Twitter. So I'm hoping they give us every detail we could possibly ask for about cross-save on the main stage during Tennocon. And let's hope that they do, involving account merging. Moving on, the next Prime will be Gauss Prime, and I'm hoping they show Gauss Prime's design, as well as the Excelsior Prime, and maybe the Icarius Prime too. So I'll have a video going over that vaulting in the future when it's a little bit closer. But yeah, I hope that they show Gauss Prime on stage. Last couple here, we got Warframe Mobile Big Info. If you didn't know this, Warframe Mobile is technically a thing. It is a playable, I think, beta right now on, believe only on iPhone or something. But either way, it's not fully released. I'm wondering if they're going to be giving some big information on Warframe Mobile on the stage, as they'll be talking about cross-save, and I'm sure cross-save and Warframe Mobile are things that need to go together, so. And then moving on to the final square, we got Pet Rework is good. Now, the reason I say Pet Rework is good is because DE has stated that there is a Pet Rework coming out, and they will talk about it at Tennocon. So this square is to make it, don't fill it if the Pet Rework looks bad, if they're saying, okay, we're nerfing Smida and we're nerfing Panzer, but we're also not making it where Kubrows are any better. Kubrows now just chain dies still, and now your Smida doesn't give you double loot. Things like that. If they made bad changes but no good changes, that would be, pet changes are bad. Things that need to change in the pet rework need to have survivability changes, probably ability buffs to the companions that aren't used, and then maybe revive changes too, where it's okay, the companion is still going to die, but it's going to be easier to revive, because it's annoying to revive companions in the current version of the game right now. So that is going to be your dev stream bingo, or rather your Tennocon bingo for 2023. Hope you guys found this one fun. We made this list on stream, and there was a bunch of things I could have put on here. I decided I want to put more realistic options on here. I think some of the least realistic options is Warframe anime, crossover events, and I guess yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe the pet rework being good. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, pretty much no chance of a Warframe anime. That would be sweet. It really would. I would love. I would actually go subscribe to Netflix right now, DE. If you put a Warframe anime on Netflix, and it would get a bunch of new players to the game, but it would also cost you a bunch of money. So, end of the day, we will see on Saturday, guys. I'm extremely excited. Just like you, make sure you check out the live stream channel. I will be live when the event's up, and I'll be up here with lots of update videos as well. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Appreciate your support, and take it easy. Peace.